Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. My name is Dr. Iyabo. I'm a business and lifestyle coach for women, a lifestyle blogger, a board certified pediatrician, and I just love to do videos to help people, but mostly women, just elevate and excel in their business and their dating, relationship, and just everything lifestyle, entrepreneurship, all of that. So my platform is for everyone who wants to do better in both their personal and their professional life. So welcome to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will hit the subscribe button either now or at the end of this video. So this is going to be a pretty short one. I just wanted to give 7 simple tips. They may not be easy, but they are simple tips. 7 simple tips for single women to start to adopt, because I know that as the new year starts to approach, women who are single start to think, oh, am I going to start another new year without a man, without a companion, without my future husband, without a good boyfriend and partner? I've been there. I was divorced for 10 years. I had some years where I really wasn't doing well in the dating field, and then I decided to take 2 years off of dating, which is going to be one of the points I'm going to mention today. So I did decide to take 2 years off, which were wonderful 2 years for me. I just excelled in those 2 years. My creativity blossomed. I wrote and published my book. I wrote 3 books. I published 1. I spoke at the UN. My practice was doing so well. I traveled the world with my daughters. I was just flourishing within those 2 years. And then as soon as I decided to date again, that's when I met my future husband about 6 weeks to 2 months after. So this is why I want to give you tips on what has worked for me and what I know may work for you. So don't despair. Don't get sad. Don't get discouraged as the new year approaches, single women. I'm going to give you 7 tips. So here we go. Number 1 is don't focus on superficial traits like race and color. A lot of us, especially as Black women, we only want to date a Black guy. I've said this in many videos. If you've watched some of my videos, be open, because you never know who's going to be your soulmate. Your soulmate could be somebody who's Lebanese, who's Chinese, who's Korean, who's Caucasian. You don't know. God looks at all of us as one human race. We are the ones who separate ourselves by color and by race. So my number 1 thing is be open and don't just focus on one on superficial traits like race and color. Number 2, again, I've said it in many videos, try other ways of meeting people, especially now with the pandemic, when everybody's home and we're not going anywhere and we're all just doing things virtually. This is the time for you to consider online dating. So guys, stop thinking about all these stereotypes where people tell you that every man who is registered on online dating is a murderer or pedophile. That's not true. There's murderers and pedophiles online and offline. You could go to Starbucks or the grocery store, meet somebody there online, in line in real life, and the person could be a murderer or pedophile. So take this stereotype and this false thing out of your brain that every man on online dating is a bad man. That's not true. I met my husband on Match.com. So try new ways, be open. I'll just say be vigilant, use your intuition, trust your gut. If your gut is telling you that this man is not a safe person or there's something fishy about him, then don't continue the conversation with him. Move on, block him on Match, whatever you need to do. Number 3, stop being so hyper-focused on dating and on meeting a man. Okay, so I know this one is easier said than done. I've been there. I know it's tough. But the moment you hyper-focus on meeting someone, the moment you decide that I have to meet him, where is he? When am I going to meet him? And then every man you see who's attractive outside, you're looking at them like, could he be him? Will he look at me? That's when you won't meet the person. So get busy with other things in your life, and please try not to be hyper-focused. Get busy, and this brings me to the next one. Stop being hyper-focused on your man. Get busy with life, with your hobbies, with reading. Look, I have books behind me, right? So get busy with reading, with writing, with arts and crafts, whatever, baking. whatever. I was going to say traveling, but I guess we're in a pandemic. But just get busy with gardening, with all sorts of things. I even have a book about gardening here, Mr. Owita's Guide to Gardening. So I've read gardening books as well. So get busy with life, okay? Number 4. Yes, you have to focus on achieving your own life goals and your purpose-driven life, okay? Because no man is going to come to rescue you and help you, give you happiness and joy and money and fulfillment and everything you need in life. So your happiness is your responsibility and God's responsibility. So you have to look within to find your own happiness and look up to God to find your own happiness. And how do you do that? Is you have to pursue and make sure you're achieving and working towards achieving and accomplishing all your goals in life, and you're working towards living your life, your purpose-driven life. That's very important. You have to be grounded, you have to be secure, you have to be a happy and fulfilled person before you meet the love of your life, because the love of your life is just gonna come to add into the happiness you already have. So this one's really important. It kind of continues with number 3. Don't be hyper focused on meeting him. And number 4, work on achieving your goals and work on living your own purpose driven life. And if you don't know how to find your own purpose driven life, then you need to hire me as your coach, right? Excuse me, I've said this many times. Some people don't know the gifts they have. Some people don't know why they're on this earth. They don't even know where to start from. So if you're one of those people who don't know what your purpose is and you're not living in your purpose, then you need to hire me as your business and lifestyle coach so I can show you. But this is key. I'm spending time on this one because this is very important. A lot of women are sad, they're depressed, they're not living in their purpose, but they're looking for a man to come and make them happy. That's not going to happen. You have to be living your life, achieving your goals, and doing what you can do to make the world a better place, meaning living in your purpose and adding value in your external world to make life better for people. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, again related to number 3 and 4, you have to check your self-love, the love you have for yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your self-confidence. This is key, key, key. You do not want to enter into a relationship with low self-esteem, with low confidence, and low self-worth for yourself, because that's not going to work out. It's not going to be a good relationship. So make sure your self-esteem is high, your self-worth, self-confidence is high. This is how you're going to have a successful relationship with whoever you want to join with, because then you'll be able to set boundaries for yourself so that you're not jeopardizing your own happiness and your peace because you're in partnership with somebody. This is key. Again, if you need help with developing your self-esteem, your self-confidence, I'm here to help you. Number 6. If you're not clear about what you're looking for, you will not find it. I've said this on a show that I was on the Chrysalis Conversations with my friend Kemi Oguleye. I did say that if you go into a grocery store without a list, you remember what I said, that you probably end up buying junk and buying things that you don't need in your pantry or in your refrigerator. But if you enter a grocery list with a list, then you'll buy the things that really will nourish and flourish and be good for your life and your nutritional needs and your wellness, right? Same thing with a guy. You have to be clear about what you want, because if you're not, then you're going to stay single forever. Because if you just want to meet a guy for the sake of meeting a guy and you don't know what you're looking for in that guy, then you're going to end up with the wrong person. So it's time to start journaling. Bring out that journal, start writing letters to God about what you would like in a man. And be as specific as you can and think in your mind why it is you want those traits. When I was looking to meet somebody, I was specific about the traits. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I've said my story over and over that I wrote a list for God. In fact, I wrote some physical characteristics. I said I'd like to meet a European guy and I'd like him to be tall, And God brought me an English guy who was 6'4", but I had other traits in there that were not just external traits, okay? So I know that I did say in number one that you shouldn't focus on superficial traits. That is still true. You shouldn't focus on superficial traits, but if it's one of the traits you would like, you can include it in the traits you're looking for and in your prayer points to God. Maybe He'll bring you somebody exactly like that. So I did write that in my list and it did happen for me, but you don't want to make it your primary focus. I had about 10 to 12 things on my list, and my number one thing I'm sure you're all wondering is a man of high intellect, because for me that was key. I don't do well with people who just are not very intellectual. I'm a very intellectual person. I read a lot. I blog, I write, I speak, I'm a doctor, all of that. And I say all that very humbly, but I just knew that I needed somebody who had high intellect, who had a lot of global and world knowledge, who had traveled a lot and knew a lot about the entire world and wasn't narrow-minded. So that was my number one trait. I really needed to have a man of, high intellect. So yes, that was number one. So it's fine to have some traits like color on your list, but make sure you also include a lot of non-superficial traits, but don't hyper focus on, I have to meet a white man, I have to meet a black man, I have to think about other traits in the man that will bring you good. So number 6 was be clear about the traits you're looking for, because if you don't know what you're looking for, you're just going to just want to date because you just want to be with a man. That's not going to bring you success. And my number 7, I'm sure you won't expect this, is maybe you're single because you actually do need to be single. Maybe God works in mysterious ways, right? Like we say. So maybe He hasn't brought you the guy, the man of your future, the man of your dreams, because He knows you have to work on all these streets. So how about you just accept being single and start living your lovely life? Focus on achieving your goals, focus on finding your purpose, build your creativity. When the pandemic is gone, if you haven't met somebody, travel the world, start an online business, make money for yourself, travel, make friends, start enjoying life and enjoying your hobbies and praying to God, and maybe just be happy single and take some time off dating so that you can really get to know and understand yourself and get closer to God. I did that for 2 years. My pastor he had a sermon in church where he was talking about if you've been dating and you can't find the love of your life, it's time to take some time off dating. And I decided that Sunday, that I was going to take 2 years off, and I took 2 years exactly off. And as soon as I took the 2 years off and signed off back on March, in November of 2017, I met my future husband in January of 2018. So my 7th point is perhaps you just need to be single now. Maybe you need to work on your self-confidence. Maybe you need to achieve your goals. Maybe you need to dive into entrepreneurship or start your own online business. Maybe you need to write that book. Maybe you need to blog. Maybe you need to become a professional speaker. So, marriage isn't the all and all for happiness. Happiness comes from you, yourself, internally, from your soul, and from God. So you have to look within and you have to look up. Again, if you follow me, you must have heard me say this. So being single is not the worst thing in life. There are very many happy single women, and there are many sad married women. There's also many sad single women and many happy married women. So happiness is an inside job, like we say. So you are going to find the happiness from yourself, from living your purpose, living a meaningful life, living a life of value where you're helping other people and you're building a legacy for yourself and doing good for the world, and also looking up to God for happiness. Nobody's going to make you happy. Your husband will come with his own happiness. You'll join your happiness together. Then you'll be a force of happiness together. So number 7, maybe you just need to be single because you need to just spend time with yourself, with friends, with family, and with developing your own skills and your happiness and achieving your goals and working on their business and so forth. So I hope this was helpful. So those are my 7 goals. 7 reasons you're still single. and how to help yourself find that man, right? Number one, don't focus on superficial traits like race and color. Number two, try online dating. Be open, be flexible, try other means of meeting him. Don't be hyper focused on meeting a man. Number three. Number four, work on achieving your goals and living in your divine purpose. Number five, perhaps you need to work on your self-love, self-esteem, and self-worth in the meantime. Number six, maybe you're not clear about the traits you're even looking for in a man. And number seven, perhaps you just need to be single in this phase of your life. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything you want me to talk about from business and lifestyle, makeup, fashion, entrepreneurship, wealth building, dating, relationships, marriage, just let me know and I will share what I know with you. I just share the wisdom that I've gathered all through my years. I'm 50 years old and I'm still learning. So let me know if there's a particular topic you would like me to talk about. Okay? Take care and I hope to see you soon. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the subscribe button. Remember to like this video. That's really important for YouTube. And please comment, even if it's just a high five or a heart sign or, oh, I loved this video. Please post a comment below. And I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.